up and 12 for Oakland. Cade Hewitt has good time and good blocking over the middle to Khalil James.
We told you before the game it would be twin sanity. It's been that so far for Summit. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard pass play. Another fake. It's Destin Wade, but he pitches to Keaton. The twin telepathy shows through, and Keaton Wade scores. Touchdown Summit. The Twins are out in full force.
Heavy backfield once again. Hayes throws out of it, looking to Holt for his 3rd touchdown of the game. Makes it 3rd and 11 for Springfield. Deep drop and a deep throw over the middle to Flair, and he is popped, but he caught the football. A standing ovation for the basketball star, who doesn't usually get hit that hard on the hardwood.
About the basketball player right there, looking like a football player right here. Catches it, gets hit, holds on to the ball, pops right up. Good defense right there. You can't cover much better than that. Safety's right there in position, but great concentration. That's a little indoctrination into the sport of football right there for Flair. But what a job of holding on to the football.
It's a 33-yard pickup. Safety Isaiah Soto was the one who cleaned his clock, but did not knock the ball out. And there's the man simply known as Flair on the Springfield sideline. He says, "Don't even call me Kamaria. You don't even need to know my first name. I'm Flair." Two of the Nashville area's best programs get together for a one-off football meeting on a gorgeous Friday night here in Brentwood, Tennessee at Ravenwood High School here on the Tennessee Army National Guard's Friday Night Rivals. Here in Nashville on MyTV30, presented by Bar Durham Injury Law. It's the Ravenwood Raptors hosting the back-to-back state champion Oakland Patriots on a gorgeous night here in Middle Tennessee. Good evening, everybody. My name's Max Herz alongside former Florida Gator lineman Josh Corey. Josh, we got a one-off game between these two incredible schools. What more could you ask for?
Yeah, Class 6A number 1 versus number 5 in only week 4 of the season. We've got Williamson County versus Rutherford County. This could be a preview of the Class 6A state championship game in Chattanooga in December. It could work out that way. A great contest tonight.
Let's take a look at the keys to the game tonight for both Ravenwood and Oakland, brought to you by John the Printer. If you can think it, we can do it. First up for Oakland, they're the best team in the state, but they're missing a lot. They need to lean on their great depth.
Well, even though it's only week 4, Oakland is a banged-up football team. The Patriots are playing musical chairs on the offensive line with a couple key injuries and are missing both of their starting safety for tonight's game. The good news for Oakland, when you have a program that makes long playoff runs, you build depth. The Patriots have more experience than most teams, and they'll need to rely on that experience tonight to navigate these early season injuries.
With those safeties out and Ravenwood's strength at quarterback with Chris Parson, the Raptors want to test Oakland's secondary.
That's exactly right, Max. We mentioned the injury situation at safety for Oakland. Look for Ravenwood and quarterback Chris Parson to come right at the Patriots secondary. If the Raptors can put some pressure down the field in the passing game, it will naturally open up some things in their running game. This is a great opportunity for the Raptors offense. Look for them to take advantage of it.
Oakland on the road has won 33 games in a row. Their last loss was the 2019 state championship. They're a run-heavy offense in the wing T, so their key player tonight is, of course, a running back. Jordan James is on to Oregon. Antonio Patterson's on to FIU. Welcome sophomore Tamari Hill.
Yeah, with all the talent on Oakland's roster, you wouldn't expect us to feature a sophomore as our key player to watch, but running back Tamari Hill is that good. Hill is the leader of a talented group of backs for the Patriots, and through 3 games this season, he's averaging 11.2 yards every time he touches the football. Coach Kevin Creasy says Hill is an explosive runner who gets better each and every week. He'll be a fun one to watch tonight for Oakland.
On the Ravenwood side, their senior quarterback recently committed to Mississippi State, Chris Parson.
Yeah, Parson is an outstanding player. Like you said, committed to Mississippi State. He's one of the most accurate quarterbacks you'll see all season long, completing 77% of his passes this year. He's a legit threat running the football and is incredibly dangerous in the open field. Number 1 will be a lot of fun to watch tonight.
We got a great matchup tonight with lots of college prospects here in Nashville on MyTV30 and nationwide on Stadium. To tell us more about what the powerhouse Oakland Patriots are missing tonight because of injury, we welcome in our sideline reporter, Sammy Kincaid.
4th down for Oakland. And for the second time tonight, Oakland will punt the football. They only punted twice in their first 3 games. They are 3-0 and winners of 33 straight. 4 games into this 2022 season.
What a great stand defensively for Ravenwood right there.
Jacob Taylor's the punter. Another great boot by him. Both punts tonight have been amazing. Let's see where this one dies. Wave them on home to the 4-yard line. Hunter Rather, the long snapper, waved that punt into home base and picked it up 75 yards later.
That's a ball you have to catch. And what a leg he has right here. Not only does he just crushes the ball, but then gets to roll right there. That'll drive a special teams coach crazy, not catching the football right there and allowing that extra yardage to roll off what was already a great punt.
Ravenwood's special teams coach is former Philadelphia Eagles kicker David Akers, whose son Luke went here and is now the punter at Northwestern. Ravenwood football start at their own 4-yard line, down a touchdown. Chris Parson, the Mississippi State commit, has had an amazing night both throwing and running. This would be his most impressive feat to date. They need 96 yards to get to the house. They'll start off with a handoff to Kartua Chapman. Chapman gets him out of the end zone with a pickup of 6 or 7.
Well, they just went 80 on the previous drive. They just need to keep doing what they've been doing, stay well balanced, keep this defense back on their heels a little bit, and keep playing this up-tempo game in this quick offense.
Another handoff to Chapman, who's got some room up the middle for a first down. Just like that, the Raptors are away from their own goal line and on the move.
Yeah, they've found a lot of success tonight running inside between the 2 guards in the A-gap, between the shade nose and the 3 technique of this Oakland defense. They've had a lot of success up inside tonight for Ravenwood.
So UA local 572 first down. 2 touches for Kartua Chapman this drive and 23 yards. Sam Wolf on the screen and go. First touch of the night for the junior. Has a good gain and a first down.
And this is the rhythm that we've seen from Will Hester's offense tonight. They've run the ball inside. They've hit the quick screen game. They've gotten to the perimeter, and they'll mix in Chris Parson running the football here at some point as well, and it's worked really well for this offense.
Chris Parson and his self-proclaimed ninja crew of identical wide receivers working their way down the field. It's Chapman again. Picks up 3 or 4 with a first down run. Ravenwood's running back duo has really done the job tonight. It's almost every other drive, every time for Chapman and Pace. The 2 guys love it. They feel like they're always fresh. They compete, they fight, and they tell each other to keep going.
Yeah, and we've been so impressed with this group, and you got to put a lot of that success on the offensive line. We came into this game, Max, we thought it was going to be really tough for Ravenwood to run the football. They've done a nice job.
Oakland's all over Parson, and he's sacked. Corey Smith got there, so did Quentin Norfolk.
Yeah, this is a tough play right here if you're Ravenwood. Just nowhere to go. And Parson can't do anything with that. Oakland's pressure there. You see Corey Smith, the junior linebacker, and a host of his teammates were all over that one.
3rd and 17. A double handoff. Pace hands it off on the end around to Wolf, and he loses yardage, but a flag through all of it. Nathan Hepburn snuffed it out. We will check the penalty.
Nice job right there by Hepburn. Staying at home, playing his assignment defensively. Double handoff is a tough situation against a defense that's so fast.
On the offense, that penalty is declined.
Holding declined. 4th down for Ravenwood, and they'll have to punt.
Yep, so we're seeing a game that's really been dominated by both offenses, and we've seen both defensive units come up with big stops here on consecutive series.
Ben Frazier's the Ravenwood punter. Jeremiah Collins deep to receive. It was 4th down in Cool Springs, so no chance to go for it as the clock runs under 7. And Ravenwood only had 10 men on the field. Play clock's at 2. They get the punt off. Collins says don't field it. And another good bounce on the turf, this time for Ravenwood. Oakland will start around the 26-yard line as Tyson Green downs the football. Let's take a look at tonight's budget break stop of the game. Budget breaks, you can pay more, but why would you want to? How about Jeremiah Collins with the breakup for Oakland High?
I mean, just an unbelievable break on the football right there. He knows exactly where the ball's going. He gets his shoulder in there, perfectly legal hit, and that's our budget break stop of the game.
Collins lived in Louisville the first 17 years of his life with his mom and stepdad. Moved down to his dad's place in Murfreesboro to play for Oakland this year as Ravenwood's defense has a great start. Lucas Houston, you shouted him out a lot tonight.
Yeah, I'm so impressed with these corners for Ravenwood, how they can come up and fill the alley. They keep contained right here, and you do it right here for this. This kid coming up, making a football play right there. What a great job against a guy that we've seen have a lot of success on the perimeter in the run game tonight in Khalil James.
He's only a junior. Like many in this game, the offers will come soon. Hand off to Puckett, the fullback, with a big gainer. First down past midfield. C.J. Puckett still going out to the 45. Behind the sticks, Oakland busts a big one, 32 yards.
Yeah, we haven't called Puckett's name a whole lot tonight, and he is the 3rd leading rusher coming into tonight's game for Oakland, and he just kind of had a bottleneck right there. He was patient, stopped, cut it back to the outside right there, and picks up a huge gainer for this Oakland offense.
Before that, Puckett had 2 carries, both for no gain. That one's 32 yards for a UA local 572 first down for Oakland at Ravenwood's 45-yard line with the clock ticking. Fake pitch, handoff to Hill on the inside handoff, and he's got nothing.
I'll tell you what, they've run that counter play a few times tonight, and if the back is able to hit that outside, that was a great log block right there by the pulling guard where he just kind of pins the outside shoulder in. He had a lot of green grass on the perimeter of that right side.
Sam Christian, who made the stop. No gain, 2nd down and 10 for the Patriots, who are in no rush with 15 on the play clock. Under 5 minutes left in this game. Oakland trying to extend their win streak to 34 games across the last 3 seasons. Tamari Hill on the pitch, gets to the outside, and is close to the first down. We will await the spot of the football. Looks like he's short. 3rd down.
And that's just a toss sweep again into the boundary that we've seen so many times from this Oakland offense. They like the numbers that they have over there. And it's going to bring up a 3rd and 2 right here for Oakland. A big down for the Ravenwood defense. They need the football back.
Hill went out of bounds, so the clock stops at 4:31. Hewitt keeps it himself and has the first down. Cade Hewitt, the star QB for Oakland, the Josh Allen protege, and the perfect fit for this offense.
About the sense for Cade Hewitt right there. And let me start off by saying this, 3rd and 2, I will put the ball in his hands every single time getting downhill. He switches the ball to his outside hand. He stays in bounds. He gets down, so the clock runs. That's a guy who has won state championships, who's the leader of your offense, who does all the little things right.
The QB has 89 rushing yards and 2 rush touchdowns in this game. Has thrown for over 150. He can also solve a Rubik's Cube. Another QB keeper for Cade Hewitt. Puts a hand in the face of Stallenwork and gets into the UPS Store red zone for Oakland High. The UPS Store is your printing, packing, and shipping solution.
Again, staying inbounds again, keeping that clock running. Ravenwood needs to stop. They've got a full complement of timeouts here with 3 left. But that clock is certainly on the side of Oakland right now as we tick towards 3 minutes.
Coach Kevin Creasy, in his 8 years as Oakland's head man, has never lost to another Nashville area team. Trying to keep that streak alive. Handoff up the middle to Puckett. Puckett gets to the edge and gets a first down. Tick, tick, tick. Oakland running the football and doing it well for a UA local 572 first down. The premier trainer of workers in all aspects of the piping, plumbing, welding, and HVAC industry.
That's Puckett's ability to bounce this thing to the outside right there. Knows exactly where the sticks are. Stays in bounds, keeps the clock running. These are all little intricate things that you coach, and Oakland just executing this perfectly offensively.
First and goal at the 10. Puckett is having a great drive, and he's got himself a touchdown. Oakland chews up some clock and retakes a 2-score lead. C.J. Puckett led the way.
Just another nice job. That's a play that's supposed to hit in the A-gaps, in the inside, the interior of that offensive line. That Ravenwood does a good job with their gap responsibility there, but Puckett just has the ability to bounce that outside, finding pay dirt, getting in the end zone, making this a 2-score game with 2:23 remaining.
A long drive for Oakland as Jacob Taylor makes it 45. The back-to-back undefeated state champs are looking to stay undefeated for round 3. They're up 14 with 2:23 left. Let's take a look at the Vol State scoring summary for that drive for Oakland. They were able to take over 4 minutes off the clock.
Yeah, did a nice job right there. 4 minutes, 11 seconds, 8 plays. They went 74 yards. And tell you what, Puckett, he was just phenomenal on that series. It's really the first series that we've seen him, and he just took that one over for Oakland.